Dear students, it is the last session of three-dimensional geometry chapter. So in this session, I am going to discuss the angle between the line and the plane. So angle between the line and plane here, to take the formula for this one. So consider a plane in space. So this is the plane, and also we can consider a line in space. So the equation of the line will be, that is r vector is equal to a plus lambda into b vector, where b vector is the vector parallel to the given line. Now consider the normal to the plane. So this is normal vector, so that is given as n vector. And now take this line as also, which is perpendicular to this n vector. The angle between the line and plane is complement of angle between the line and normal to the plane. So that the angle, it is here, that is theta, or here pi. So we can take it as pi here. So the angle, the remaining angle, it is complementary angle of this pi. So that this will be 90 minus pi. Right. So this is the angle between the normal vector and the line. So the angle between the given line and the plane, it is given by cos of 90 degree minus pi is equal to sin pi. So this will be equal to whole modulus of n vector dot b vector divided by, that is magnitude of n vector into magnitude of b vector. This implies angle pi is equal to sin inverse of whole magnitude of, or whole modulus of n vector dot b vector divided by magnitude of n vector into magnitude of b vector. So this is the formula for angle between the line and the given plane. So remember this, students, and we will solve some of the examples on this formula. So question number 1, find the angle between the line x plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to y by 3 is equal to z minus 3 by 6, and the plane 10x plus 2y plus 11z is equal to 3. So for the solution, we have to take this formula, pi is equal to sin inverse of n vector into b vector divided by magnitude of n vector into magnitude of b vector. So that n vector is normal vector to the plane, and b vector is here that vector parallel to this given line. So we have to find out the value of b vector and n vector, and later we can find out the dot product here. Also we have to find out the magnitude of n vector and magnitude of b vector. Right. So first we should write the value of b vector. So it is getting only by taking the direction ratio, so which are in the denominators here. So we can write down the value of b vector is equal to 2i plus 3j plus 6k. Now the normal vector, it is from this equation of plane. So we can write it as 10i plus 2j plus 11k. So by using these two, here we can find out the angle between the line and the plane. Now we take the angle here, that is sin inverse of n dot b, n vector dot b means this is the dot product. Dot product means you have to take the sum of product of scalar component. So 10 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 11 into 6 whole divided by, that is square root of 10 square plus 2 square plus 11 square into square root of again 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square. Now we have to make simplification. So pi is equal to sin inverse of whole modulus of 10 into 2 means it is 20 plus 6 plus 66. So it will be equal to 92 divided by that is square root of 15, because 10 square it is 100 plus 2 square is 4 and 11 square is 121. So 121 plus 4 is 125. So total it is 225. So that square root of 225 is equal to 50 into, again here that is square root of 4 plus 9 plus 36. So this will be equal to square root of 49. So that is equal to 7. So we will be having sine inverse of 92 divided by 105. So it is the angle between the line and the given plane. Student, we will solve some more examples. Question number 2. A plane 2x minus 3y plus 6z minus 11 is equal to 0 makes an angle sine inverse of alpha with x axis. The value of alpha is equal to, we have 4 options. Option A is equal to root 3 by 2, option B is equal to root 2 by 3, option C is equal to 2 by 7, and D option is 3 by 7. So to find out the value of alpha, so let us consider the angle between here that here we have that formula, that plane means that direction ratios can be taken as here a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2 are the here the direction ratios of x axis, because this plane makes an angle with x axis, so that we can write it as here a1 a2 into b1 b2 plus c1 c2 divided by square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. So a1 value is 2, b1 value is minus 3 and c1 value is 6. Now the direction ratios of x axis are, so 1 0 0 means we have taken as here direction cosine. So actually these are direction cosine. So 1 0 0 for this x axis, and alpha means this is the angle we need to find here. So alpha is equal to sine inverse of alpha. So we can write like this here. So sine inverse of alpha. So this will be equal to, so we have that is a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2, means we have to write it 2 into 1 is 2 and minus 3 into 0 is 0 plus 6 into 0 is 0 divided by square root of 1 square is 1 plus 0 square is 0 plus 0 square is 0 into square root of 2 square is 4 plus minus 3 whole square is 9 plus 6 square is 36. So by the simplification we have that is 2 by square root of 1 into square root of 49 is, that is 7, 7 into 1 is 7. So 2 by 7 it is the right answer here. All of you got it, student? So this is the value of alpha. We solve one more example. Question number 3. The sine of the angle between straight line x minus 2 by 3 is equal to y minus 3 by 4 is equal to z minus 4 by 5, and the plane 2x minus 2y plus z is equal to 5 is option A 10 by 6 into square root of 5, B option 4 by 5 into square root of 2, C option 2 into square root of 3 by 5, D option square root of 2 divided by 10. Now let us take the solution as it is, that is sin theta, that will be equal to a1 into a2 plus b1 into b2 plus c1 into c2 divided by square root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. So a1 and c1 values are here from this line. So denominators are here 3, 4, 5 are the values of a1, b1, c1 respectively. And consider the equation of plane. You have to take the direction ratios of normal vector to the plane. So a2, b2, c2 values are 2, minus 2 and 1. So sin theta will be equal to, means we have to find out the sine of the angle, so that we can find out sine theta only. Sine theta is equal to 3 into 2 plus 4 into minus 2 plus 5 into divided by square root of 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16 plus 5 square is 25 into square root of 2 square is 4 plus minus 2 whole square is 4 plus 1 square is 1. So by the simplification we have, that is 3 divided by square root of 50 into square root of 9, because 3 into 2 6 plus 4 into minus 2 it is minus 8, so 6 minus 8 is minus 2, and 5 into 1 is 5, so minus 2 plus 5 is 3 divided by, this is square root of 50 and this is square root of 9, so this will be equal to, that is 1 divided by square root of 50, means that is 5 into square root of 2, and square root of 9 is 3, so that we can cancel 3 and square root of 9, so remaining is 1 by square root of 50, so this 50 can be written as 25 into 2, so we have that is 5 into square root of 2. By rationalization of denominator, we have to multiply and divide by 2 here, so we have that is square root of 2 divided by 5 into square root of 2 into square root of 2, means that is 5 into 2, so we have that is 10 in the denominator. So the right option will be D, so that is square root of 2 divided by 10. So this is the sine of the angle between the straight line and the plane. So this is the completion of this session. So this is also the completion of the chapter also. Thank you students. All the best.